Welcome children. Uh, Today in our class 9 session we are going to see the types of accounts in a bank. Okay, so this is the not syllabus, this is for your knowledge. So types of accounts in a bank, many accounts are there. So in that few of them we will discuss in this session. This is for your kind information and to acquire some knowledge about the banking system. So savings account, the first one savings account, and second current account, and we will see one by one. So first savings account. So how to open an account? So account means you have to open for your use to transact the money, to save the money, okay, in a bank. So that is the purpose of account. So we have to open in a bank. So for that we need to produce that ID proof, okay, address proof. For ID proof and address proof we can show either of the things what we have. For example, Aadhaar card, and then PAN card, license, passport, like that. Any ID proof we can produce to the bank to open an account. And also we have to get sign from other two persons, those who having account in the same bank. For example, if you are opening in State Bank of India, then the same two persons, those who are having the account in the same State Bank of India, in the same branch, so you have to get sign. That is for the introductory. Okay, they are introducing you to the bank, like that. So for that purpose they will ask the two persons sign, and then solve the procedures. And this is the way of opening and savings account, that is called SB account. Okay, SB, savings bank account, savings bank account. So what are the facilities means? The benefits you get, the ATM card they will provide, and net banking code will be given to you, and you can use in digital transactions also. And then check leaves, depending on the amount you are depositing, as per that they will provide that check leaves or check book, like that. In this savings account we can transfer the amount, withdraw the amount through ATM, so like that and all. And then there is a limit for the transactions, and also for the amount that you have to deposit, so everything. And the withdrawal limit also there. So these are the benefits you can get from savings account. And then current account. So this is for individuals. Any individual can open this account. And you see, this is for current account. Current account means this is only for the business people. They will prefer this account. So current account means at any time we can deposit. Any time means we can deposit without any limit, and also any charges at all they will not issue. Okay, current account there is no charge, but while transacting the charges may be high. You can deposit more, and you can send the money to anybody, so like that. For business people they will use it. And here the benefits means they will provide ATM card, credit card, like that and all. And here the difference between these two is, in savings bank account, for example, if 10,000 is there, then they will give you interest, okay, for 10 days or 20 days. If the same amount is there, then they will give interest for that on daily basis. Where in savings bank account, daily basis interest will be given, on daily basis. Daily basis the interest will be calculated for the money in the account. So these are the benefits here. And in current account they will not provide interest and all, but we can use it for the business. And if overdraft is there, overdraft, OD, which means overdraft. So what is mean by overdraft? So overdraft means if you are doing a business, and in one transaction, what you have in the account, the money, what you have is not enough for you, and we need some more amount, then we can borrow from bank. Okay, that is called overdraft. We can use it. We can borrow how much we need. So that is called overdraft, and we can use it for our business, to develop the business. So for that, this is the benefit in this current account. So this is for business purpose. So this is any individual can use it, and this is for business people. Here interest will be calculated on daily basis, and it will be credited to you. But here no interest. In current account, no interest will be provided. No interest. Clear? So here interest will be calculated on daily basis. Here no interest will be provided given to you. This is the difference between savings account and for current account. This is for business people. Earlier I told you, this is for business people. Clear? So this is the difference of savings account and current account. The opening system of account of the both accounts are same only. These both are called the demand. That is demand as per our need, we can use it. Okay. When we need some to take some amount of money, then we can use them. At any time we can withdraw the money. Here the limits are there for withdrawal. Here no limits. And now we are going to see FD, fixed deposit, RD, recurring deposit. So first SB and current account. These two accounts we just call it as demand deposit. Demand deposit. Demand deposit means in our need we can withdraw the money at any time. Okay, but FD and RD, they are time deposit. Fixed deposit, recurring deposit. Both are time deposit. In duration, we have to deposit the amount, and we cannot withdraw in between. There is some rules and conditions are there. So the minimum deposit, how much we can deposit, the limit, minimum limit is 1000. Okay, and the high interest account. So comparing to RD, here we get high interest rate. Okay, the interest will be calculated high comparing to RD. In SB account also we will get interest on daily basis. Okay, but there the interest is very low. This is SB account is the very low interest account. Then we prefer RD and then FD. So FD is the high rate of interest. Clear? So this is the one time investment, one time deposit and one time withdrawal. Okay, for example we are planning to deposit up to 1 year. So minimum 7 days to 10 years. Time duration is minimum 7 days to 10 years. Okay, 1 year we can deposit, or we can deposit for some 5 years or 10 years. So this is the tenure. We call it as tenure. Tenure. Time, that is called tenure. Whereas in RD, the minimum deposit will be decided by the bank itself. Okay, in which bank we are depositing. So as per that it will be different. So the minimum deposit decided by the bank only, and the low interest comparing to FD. We get interest, but comparing to the fixed deposit, we get low only. But this is preferable by more people, most of the people, because here the recurring, the word recurring, you know, have you heard the word recurring? Where in number system we use the word recurring decimal. Recurring means what? Repeating. Okay, repeating. So repeatedly here we can deposit. That means monthly wise. Monthly wise. So here we can deposit monthly wise. For example, every month I am depositing 1000 rupees. Then I am planning to deposit up to 5 years, means then for every month I have to deposit 1000 rupees. So that is repeated deposit, monthly wise repeated deposit, that is called recurring deposit. And then the duration is minimum 6 months to 10 years. So I can plan up to 1 year or 5 year, 10 year, like that. The minimum duration 6 months and the maximum is 10 years. So within this we cannot withdraw the money. So these are the difference. Okay. The main thing here, only one time deposit. 1000 rupees is the minimum. 1 lakh, like that we can plan. If you are depositing 1 lakh in fixed deposit, that's all. For 5 years means after 5 years only we can withdraw with interest. Clear? But in RD, every month. So that is the salary people and the middle class people, they will prefer only that recurring deposit. So every month they can deposit some amount and they will get the interest according to the deposit at the end of the tenure, that is maturation period. Clear? So this is the main similarity and difference. And these two are time deposit, FD and RT. So that is a certain time is there for 5 years or 2 years, like that. So this is time deposit, and the first two are demand deposit, because we can withdraw at any time the money. So these are the 4 accounts, and some more accounts we will see. Coming to the other accounts, senior citizen account. So here you see, above 60 years, the persons, those who are above 60 years are called as senior citizens. Okay, that means the mostly retired persons, or generally persons above 60 years are called senior citizens. So for them, they can open an account. So previously, if they have any account, by closing that, they can open now. That means after 60 years, they can open an account, that is called senior citizen account. You know why they are, the government is providing, the bank is providing this one is the benefits are there. Okay, they can enjoy the benefits. That means the charges and fee are less. Charges and fee are less for any transaction or any deposit, means they will give more interest comparing to the other deposits. If I am having SB account at this age, I cannot get more interest comparing to the senior citizens account. Clear? So that is, these are the benefits they will get, the senior citizens, those who are above 60 years. So the charges and fee are less, and they will get high interest comparing to the normal SB account. Clear? And then women saving account. So women, so only for women. So any woman can open this account. This is the saving account for women. So women saving account. They can use it for the financial need, investment, and any lifestyle needs. So like that, the bank is providing this account. And higher withdrawal limit. You see, in SB account, only 20,000 in a day. So the transaction limit also there in SB account, savings bank, normal savings bank account. The limit is there for withdrawal also. At a time, 10,000 or 20,000, 25,000. So like that, the limit is there. So for women saving account, higher withdrawal limit. That means more than SB account, the withdrawal limit is higher. And cashback offer. Cashback offer is there for the women saving account. What is cashback offer? You know, for example, if you are buying or purchasing anything, some amount will be returned to them, to their account. That is called cashback offer. So this is the benefits of women saving account. So opening an account is same as SB account, what I explained, what I have explained earlier, but these are the benefits. Okay, benefits will be different for various accounts. And student saving account. So students, so you people can open this account by the help of guardian, or like a father or a mother, like that. So student saving account. So this is introduced because of to inculcate the attitude of savings among them, among the students. So this is the main purpose, and also they can use it for getting the scholarship. If any scholarship if they get received from any private or government, then they will get through their own account, not the father's or mother's account. So if the student have their own account, they will easily receive that scholarship, etc. And all the benefits of the other accounts. That means in SB account, savings account, the bank will provide you check leaves, ATM card. Okay, that is the debit card, wherever you can use for the point of sale. Okay, anything. So everything will be provided for the student's saving account. So this is the benefits. Okay, so you student can open an account and visit the bank. But these are the different experience. Clear? And salary account. The salary account, So for me also the salary account is there. So this is mainly for employee. Okay, through an employer. That means in a school or institution or any company. Okay, they will ask the employee to open an account in a bank that is called salary account. So to put the salary, okay, this is used, and all the benefits also the bank will provide for them as the other accounts. And here the main thing is no minimum balance. Okay, for SB account, the first one we have discussed, the SB account, there is some limit is there, and also some deposit we have to first in the very beginning we have to do that, because it depends on the area and also the bank. For 1,000 rupees you have to deposit, or 5,000 rupees you have to deposit, like that. The conditions is there, but in salary account there is no minimum balance. Clear? So these are the benefits, and all other ATM card, all other benefits, all the features and benefits are there for the salary account. And you will see 2 or 3 more accounts. Now some more accounts we will see. Demat account. So Demat account means dematerialized account. Dematerialized account. That means the material is not there. So that means what? The material means in shares, share market. Okay, we can buy and sell shares. If we have some money, we can buy a share in a company. Okay, and then after that, if you want to sell, to gain profit, then we can sell it, and we have to watch it. Okay, otherwise gain or loss, anything may happen, but it is a good business nowadays. So dematerialized account, it is called dematerialized account. You see the physical shares. So I said the dematerialized means, materialized means the physical shares, and converted to electronic form, so that is dematerialized. Okay, a digital form. Clear? So before that electronic form, to buy a share we have to get a bond that should be registered, or any security documents we have to maintain when we buy a share. And then when we want to sell it, so at that time also we have to produce that bond, and we can sell that share. So this is the physical shares. So the physical shares converted into electronic form, so nowadays in digital form. So it is very easy to transfer the amount and to sell and buy the shares, everything. So nowadays well going business. And then a joint account facility is available there. Okay, joint account means more than one can maintain this account. For example, husband and wife, like that, brothers, like that, they can use it. And then paperless work, I already told you, that is the bond, the security documents, everything you have to maintain. So these are dematerialized now. So this is called material. So dematerialized means, so the paperless work. So that is called dematerialized account. And business people are used to buy shares or sell shares. Okay, so this is the demat account. Agents are there. In Namakkal we can say the Corvi, there's a company is there, agency. If you approach them, then they will ask like that bank. Aadhaar card, PAN card. PAN card is must, and then the details, address, ID, so like that. With that, if we provide all these documents, then they will open this account for us within a certain period, so 10 to 20 days. Okay, then we can buy and sell the shares, and they will advise to those who are having the demat account. They are called that that the participants of this shares. Okay, so they will help you how to maintain the shares. And no frill account, so that means zero balance. Okay, zero balance account. This is mainly introduced by RBI, Reserve Bank of India, to the people, those who are below poverty line, particularly poor people. So they also to know and use the banking system. So for that, it is introduced by RBI. So no frill account, it is zero balance account. This no frill account comes under financial inclusive. Financial inclusive means, so the poor people also to get the banking facility. So that is that aim of that financial inclusive. So it comes under that. So and then during the period of our former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, they named it as this no frill account is named as BSBDA. BSBDA. So Basic Saving Bank Deposit Account. That is called BSBDA. So this is kind information for you, like general knowledge. So BSBDA is introduced by the former PM Manmohan Singh period. After that, Narendra Modi came. So our honorable Prime Minister, the present Prime Minister Narendra Modi, updated this as this same account as PMJDY. So Pradhan Mantri, okay, Jan Dhan Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. Okay, so you should name that. You should know the expansion of that scheme, PMJDY. Pradhan Mantri means Pradhama Mantri, like that you can say. Jan Dhan Yojana. Jan means that the people. So the poor people also have to benefit the banking system. For that, this account is updated as PMJDY by our honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. And then the benefits are here in this account. Those who are opening this account, what are the benefits they will get means OD, overdraft. I already told you. They can borrow money from the bank, that is called OD. So whether they have or not, suppose in need of time, in need of money, they can borrow some amount from the bank, that is called overdraft. Okay, the overdraft is some 10,000 rupees they can, that is the limit, 10,000 rupees. Those who having this account PMJDY can borrow 10,000 rupees from bank as OD, overdraft. Already I have told you in which account OD facility is there. In current account, the business people can get that OD. Okay, so like that here also in this PMJDY scheme, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, here OD facilities available. The limit is 10,000, and life cover is also there, that is insurance. Okay, after the death of the account holder, some amount is credited as insurance, that is I think so 30,000, and then accidental cover is also there, that is I think 2 lakhs. I think we have to pay some premium like 12 rupees, and then another scheme is 330 rupees. So certain conditions, terms and conditions are there, and if you want to know, you have to visit the bank and you can get all these details. But this main thing, okay, benefits are OD, life cover, accidental cover, everything is there in this account, that is PMJDY. At present, this no frill account is named as updated as PMJDY, that is Prime Minister Jan Dhan Yojana. So this account you have to say a record, that is Guinness record. because when they introduced this, okay, you see, more than 11 crores of people have been opened this account. So this is a Guinness record, comes under the Guinness record. This is the benefits of this accounts, and we will see one more thing, that is NRI, non-resident Indian account. And here comes that NRI account, non-resident of India account. Okay, the people, those who are working in foreign countries other than India, they are called as non-resident Indian. So for them, the account is named as non-resident of India account. So it is of two types. One is NRO and then another one is NRE. NRO refers non-resident ordinary account. This is non-resident external account. Clear? So here the Indian earnings can be deposited in Indian rupee. They are working in foreign countries, but their earnings are in India, means, okay, if in India they are earning something, then that amount should be deposited in Indian rupee in this account NRO. Okay, and here earnings are in foreign countries. If they earn amount, okay, money in foreign countries, then that also deposited in Indian rupee. Clear? That is the difference. And since they are earning in India, it is subject to taxable. They are earning in this account NRE, they are earning in foreign countries, so it is tax free. They no need to pay the tax. So this is the major difference. It is Indian earning, so I have to pay tax. This is foreign earnings, no need to pay tax, tax free. So both amounts are deposited in Indian rupee. And joint account, the benefits, joint account facility is available. Clear? One NRI and another NRI can jointly open an account in this NRE. And here NRO, that also joint account available, but they should be Indian. And easy money transferable is available. Okay, they can easily transfer money to any person. So these are the types of accounts just we have discussed so far. So I think and I hope this is very useful to you. And if you have any chance, go and visit the bank. And at this age, you can open a student account, which is already I have explained to you clearly. I hope you understand well all this. Thank you, children.